From the moment we are born, we start being pushed into a gender binary. Girls are swaddled in pink, boys in blue. So many aspects of children's lives are divided based on ideals of socially constructed gender. Boys' toys are categorized by trucks and cars, superheroes, lightsabers, and Legos, and girls' toys are categorized with dresses, cooking materials, dolls, and art tools. Gender representation in children's media is no different, specifically in children's cartoons and other programming. Since cartoons first took off in the early 1900s, they have categorized and stereotyped the roles that both young girls and young boys need to fit into. Most male characters, including animated people, objects, and animals, are portrayed as adventurous, spontaneous, and curious, all in lead roles. On the other hand, female characters, if there are any, are the supplementary and supporting roles that are more passive, boring, and needy. The first animated cartoons were silent films. Some of the very first nationally renowned characters were Felix the Cat, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and Steamboat Willie starring Mickey Mouse, all male. Based on research from Gayle Green from 1997, across 14 shows on 3 popular channels, PBS Kids, Disney, and Nickelodeon, there were 84 male characters to 25 female characters. Boys have more than 3 times the representation that girls have across these channels. This data is still relevant today because this programming is still syndicated and shown to children across the United States. Another study done by Beth Hentges and Kim Case from 2012, analyzing Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, and Nickelodeon, found representation was 26.4% female on Cartoon Network, 44.1% on Disney, and 33.9% on Nickelodeon, much below 50-50. Males were more likely to be depicted as strong, emotionally restrained, as leaders in comedic roles, and displaying more helping behaviors. Female characters exhibited trends toward focus on their own appearance and more frequent displays of affection, were more agreeable, virtuous, and more likely to be shown crying. This fits into the discussions held during lecture about gender stereotyping in media and how women are supposed to be more domestic, complacent, and emotional than boys who are supposed to be more aggressive, tough, and intelligent. Programs that appear on these networks include Clifford the Big Red Dog, Bob the Builder, Arthur, Curious George, The Jetsons, Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Fairly OddParents, SpongeBob SquarePants, Sesame Street, and the Teletubbies, to name a few, all of which have male lead characters. However, there are a few programs that do feature girls as the main leads, including Powerpuff Girls, Kim Possible, The Little Mermaid, and The Proud Family, among a few others. While these shows surround a central female character, the gender representation within the programming is still skewed. Kim Possible is dressed in clothes showing her midriff. While she is considered a powerful go-getter of a female, she is still clad in clothes that sexualize her. The same is true of the Little Mermaid, who wears nothing but a seashell bra. Penny Proud and the girls in the Powerpuff Girls are also heavily stereotyped. There are a few main stereotypical roles that women characters are frequently and repetitively grouped into. The first is the eccentric, quirky. An example would be Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. Another is the vamp, sexualized, concerned for their appearance. This could include Disney princesses and characters in cartoons such as Judy Jetson. The next is the shrew, typical villains in Disney. Other examples include Angelica in the Rugrats, Helga in Hey Arnold, Lucy Van Pelt in Charlie Brown, Buttercup in Powerpuff Girls, and Vicky in Fairly OddParents. The maternal, the character that is always taking care of the rest of the group. Rue's mom in Winnie the Pooh, the only female character in all of Winnie the Pooh, Blossom in Powerpuff Girls, Penny Proud in the Proud Family, and Wanda in Fairly OddParents. The clueless damsel in distress, Daphne in Scooby-Doo, Isabella from Phineas and Ferb, Wendy in Peter Pan, Mary Jane in Spider-Man, Bubbles in Powerpuff Girls, the tomboy, Buttercup in Powerpuff Girls, Betty DeVille in Rugrats, Ashley Spinelli in Recess. The nerds, not usually considered attractive if the woman has a brain, so Velma in Scooby-Doo or Gretchen Grundler in Recess. And finally, the nag, or the annoying person. The younger sister Sally in Charlie Brown and Dee Dee in Dexter's Laboratory are great examples. So the question is, does this misrepresentation and underrepresentation of female characters have a significant impact on the young minds of children? Research suggests that children under the age of 8 have a hard time distinguishing between reality and fantasy. It also suggests that it is common for viewers and readers to depend on media messages for their understanding of culture, which is especially true for children who have very limited real-world experiences. Therefore, misrepresenting women and female characters could teach children that females are less important and relevant than their male counterparts. Children learn elements of gender through social construction, and the media contributes to this construction through the messages it delivers in the forms of stories each and every day. We need to come together to fight for more equal representation because it is affecting the young minds of our future generations.